Anyway. Gonna be playing some Kuon. Even though full game, I'm calling it full game, is not actually a category for this game because Kuon only is split up from console and emulator, and then is also split up Yin phase, Yang phase, Kuon phase. There is no category for playing all three phases one after the other. So I'm just gonna call it full game. Because there is no category for it. But you don't get the full game unless you play all three of them. So we're gonna start off with the Yin phase. Alright, you guys ready? Bum 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 bum. Starve stream. It happens. I am the only thing consistent about me in streaming is I'm inconsistent. But this is fine. Everything is fine now. And I always complain about this, but I really wish this game had run on the square button like Fatal Frame did. I don't know why FromSoft. By the way, for those who don't know, this is FromSoft. If you guys are paying attention to the splash screen, this is made by the same guys who did Dark Souls. And Demon Souls. Maybe that's why the Yang phase gives me such a headache with the combat sometimes. I button mashed the wrong button because I'm pro. Also, there is no reason to play it in Japanese. I just play it in Japanese off of habit. Now we're in one stage in Phasmophobia. I've only played Phasmophobia once or twice. Never on stream or anything, but I have played it just for funsies with Molly, Agent, and Ceruli. But I've never actually streamed it or anything. Not for any particular reason, it's just not something that I really stream. Though I wouldn't be opposed to it. I would not be opposed to streaming it. I'm gonna sleepy sheepy. Oh, look at the bunnies. The bunnies are being quite cute, aren't they, chap? Transition is this. That was the first. And I was the first today, and then wait, what? Oh, two of your friends were streaming Phasmophobia? Yeah, it's a fun game to stream. It's just not something of it. Oh, no, Spanish Inquisition!
Hello, finally catching a live one for the first time in ages.
Hello, Crow, how are you? I would give the bunnies a treat because we got a sub. Also, 1 year, congratulations. But I'm currently speedrunning, so I'll give the bunnies treats later. I still owe the bunnies treats. I meant to give them treats during my break, but I forgot. It happens. It's fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. I might have messed this up. I did it! I haven't messed that up in ages. Okay. There we go. Been a long time since I've ballsed that puzzle up. Off. Hello, Daniel. How are you? Alive. Can't really say much more than that. So thank you for the 60 bits, Daniel. Welcome back to the land of Twitch. Yeah. I've been focusing on my new job. Gotta be professional, doing the science. You know, doing scientific research to help us get out of this pandemic, among other things. You know, no big a deal. How good the science? It goes very well. Oh, new science job? Yes, that's one of the reasons why I didn't stream for most of September, because I was getting used to working a full-time job, an actual full-time job, and getting accustomed to it and learning and just getting adjusted to a new sleeping schedule. For those who don't know, I have always been a night owl. I've always been an insomniac. And my new job has my alarms for 6 in the morning. I have not had a 6 in the morning alarm clock in ages, and the last time I did, it, like, wrecked me. Because I had a very physically demanding job. This one is not, though, so that's good. But I am getting used to it, which is good. So I am having an easier time getting up at night, or getting up in the morning. But it did take me a long time to adjust to that, which is one of the reasons why I haven't streamed. The other one is just, it's not a focus as much as it used to be. I am planning on streaming more. Oh, I went the wrong way. I am planning on streaming more often, but only when I can and when I feel like it when I get home. So you guys are only going to have about an hour's notice of when I stream. If I'm being up before the sun. Yeah, actually, yeah. I actually do wake up before the, my first alarm, because I have two to 4 alarms, depending on the day. I do actually wake up. My first alarm is before sunrise. At least for most of the year, not in the dead of summer. But. Now, the place that I work for is a biomedical research place at OHSU. And we do lots of research into HIV, COVID, stuff like that. I mostly do lab support for multiple groups, so I kind of help out all over the place. Yeah, it's fun, and it's fulfilling, and it's not wrecking my body like the last one. Bing, boom, boom, boom. Hello, Korea. Please don't kill me. I have things I need to do first. Like, finish this run so I can actually have footage to submit to GDQ. Because even though full game is not a category, I want to... not a category on speedrun.com, I want to submit it as a category, because it just makes sense. It makes sense to have a category that is running through all of them, or all of the parts of the game. Bootski. Bootski, please. Bootski, obey me, please. Boop, 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 boop. Also, Kuon, the game of the heartbeat. a game where you can accidentally die really easily. You don't want wibble wobble vision, not in this game. Bad plan. Gotta be careful, can't mess it up. Cannot mess it up. Gotta go fast. And not screw up. At least not screw up as badly as I did when I tried to speedrun Rule of Rose. Rule of Rose, the game that should take you about 3 hours to speedrun, took me 6.5. Because I kept dying at one specific part. Rule of Rose, I love you, but your combat system should never be mandatory. Oh, I forgot to hit that. Oops. Hi. Uh-oh. Beep, 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 beep. Bootski is such a cute name. Yes. Well, ski as in T-S-U-K-I means moon. I don't know what Utski means, but... Oh, I almost messed that up. I did it, but I almost messed that up. See, you have to move in very specific ways to sort of trick the AI at specific points in this game to get it to move the way you want to. Because you always want them to jump at you instead of actually running at you, because if they run at you, they're going to hit you. Oops, wrong button. There's really only 2 fights with Utski. The iframes of this game are ridiculous sometimes. Just die, please. Thank you. The verdict is... it's not that bad. It is very difficult to determine when iframes are in this game, because sometimes the animation is exactly the same for when they have iframes and when they do not. Which just means you sort of have to get into a rhythm to sort of gauge when you can actually hit an enemy. Which is why I and the few other people who have run this game usually prefer to use summons. Because then you have to worry less about the iframes. Yes! Okay. If the ghost spawns in front of you, so at the door pretty much, you can get stun locked there and killed. It's only ever happened to me once, I think. But I found if I angle myself in a very specific way in that door, the ghost usually doesn't spawn in the spot that can get you killed. Oh. I just need to not button mash so much. Okay, that is another thing about this game. So, I'm in front of the door, right? Sometimes if you're not angled the exact way it wants you to be angled, it doesn't actually register that you're in front of the door and lets you use the button. Which is mildly annoying. And as I explained when I attempted this the first time, we're going to take the theoretically long... I haven't actually timed out which way is slower. I'm pretty sure it's going this path. But if it is actually slower, it's only slower by a couple seconds, if that. But the safe strat is to take this path instead of taking the eastern path. Because the eastern path is full of enemies. And this path only has one enemy. Which is pretty nice. You're not standing on the right pixel. Exactly. This game has a problem with that. Oh. Hi! Yeah, fudge nugget. He's usually closer to the door. Which is why I got confused a bit there. I'm like, where is he? Where's he at? He's not there. See, that's what I mean. By jumping. See, he jumped at me, and he landed next to me instead of actually trying to attack or grab me. That's much faster because he doesn't actually interact with the player character. So if you can figure out specific ways to move to bait the enemy into jumping instead of running at you, then it's better. And I've managed to pretty consistently do that in some areas, but not all. That's clever, yeah. I haven't figured out the exact... And it doesn't work 100% of the time. It works most of the time, especially in specific areas. But it's not 100%. And there are some areas that I haven't exactly figured out the right movements to get the... And this only works with the Ga key, by the way. It doesn't really work with the ghost enemies or anything. It really only works with the Ga key. Which are those golem-looking dudes. Oh, right, I have to hit the button. Golem, except somehow creepier. I mean, are they? I don't think so. As janky as this game is, the only real complaint I have about it is how much RNG is in the Kuon phase specifically. The Kuon phase is not fun to speedrun because of the way that it's RNG. Which we'll get to when I get to the Kuon phase, and I've already complained about that when we played it earlier, but... my only real complaint about this game. Except for the fact that I wish circle was on square, or circle and square were swapped. Pick up the thing! Somehow gets a gold split, even though I did objectively bad there. But it's okay, a speedrunner never likes them runs, even when they're good. The reason I tip to this side is that the game will always force you south there for some reason at that particular camera change. I don't know why. It's one of the only camera changes that... Oh, fuck, okay. It's one of the only camera changes that doesn't actually obey the, momentum rule that's in most of them. No button mapping? Nope. It's a PS2 game, alright. Okay, but to be fair, most PS3 games didn't have full button remapping. It would be nice that if at the system level I could do button remapping. But I can't. Invisible enemies! Wait, did I not summon a ghost there? Huh, weird. I mean, I didn't mean to actually... Oh, no, I did summon a ghost. Okay. I need to remember not to stop, because this game has a very interesting way that it does its running mechanics. It can, and... Because I'm holding the run button right now, but I'm not running, right? It can and will take away your ability to run. The way that you get around that is you never let go of the run button. Because you can bypass it taking your ability to run away after shocking things happen on screen if you just never let go of the run button. Now, it doesn't work all the time. Like, during a screen transition, I'll usually let go of the button because it can be very painful on your wrist to hold a button for the entire time. But as long as you do the run button again, just as the screen is about to come back, as the loading screen is about to end, then it's fine. But even if you get one of those vertigo events, as long as you're holding the run button and you don't let go of it the entire vertigo event, you know, and your character's going, oh no, and stuff, you're fine. For some reason. Because holding it somehow negates the vertigo events taking away your ability to run. See, I'm holding my run button right now, and that's the reason why I'm able to run right now, despite the screen being completely wibble-wobble. Okay, I'm taking... This is the least favorite camera angle in this game. Is that one specifically. This camera angle, because of the way the controls work, is absolute hell. And that one too. I am surprised he did not attack me there. Usually he wrecks me when the camera angle makes me go wibbly wobbly, but not timey-wimey, definitely not. I am shocked I did not get hit there. It is very rare I can actually get through that area without getting hit. Because those two camera angles mess with the controls. Now this game has a very similar camera style to Fatal Frame, in that you will keep, and other games, in that you will keep directional input through a camera transition. So if I'm holding left and I go through a camera transition, even though it looks like I am now facing up after the camera transition, my character will still go left as long as I'm holding the button. But the second I let go of any of those buttons, any of the directional buttons, the directions right themselves. It's part of that weird era. That's what I thought. Part of that weird era of PS2 games when, especially horror games, were going between, are we going to do tank controls, or are we not going to do tank controls? See, the thing is, this game does have tank controls, but because of the way that the camera is, and because the tank controls, to be fair, are not actually that good, I don't use them. Even though theoretically tank controls would be better in a game like this, like they are in the original Resident Evils. No, I don't know of anybody who speedruns the original Resident Evil games who doesn't play with the tank controls, because it's just better. It's better and more consistent. But in this game, it just, the tank controls don't feel right, so I use the 3D controls. But that also means that sometimes I screw it up. There's a ghost to go up there, guys. Oh, no! No! Go back down. See, that is an example of what happens when you screw up and button mash too much. You only need to hit X twice to get through those pop-up text boxes, but if you hit it 3 times, you can accidentally jump up those steps. You don't want to. You never go up there. There is no reason for you to step up those steps. It's a tutorial telling you how to do so, but you never need to actually do it. And this then Resi directional controls look fine here. You say that it's less integral than it is in Resident Evil. But to be fair, each phase of this game is really short. Especially when you know what you're doing. To give you an example, if I had to compare... Yeah. Each phase of this game is about as long... It's shorter. For the most part shorter, but around the same sort of time commitment as Resident Evil 2 Remake. Each scenario. So Claire A, Claire B, Leon A, Leon B. Because I usually can get through the Yin phase, so the current phase, in about 35 minutes. Yang phase is longer. It's about 47 to 50. And then Kuon phase is about 7 minutes long. There we go, that's what I needed. So all said and done, it takes about an hour and a half to get through all 3 of them is what I'm assuming. A waste of time in a tutorial for a thing you never do. No, you do it. You saw me do it just now. Before I got into this building that I'm in. You do the stone hopping. It's just you don't have to do the stone hopping where it gives you the tutorial for the stone hopping. And you can only really do it in 2 or 3 places in the game anyway. See? This right here. That's stone hopping. There's only 2 or 3 places in the whole game where you can actually do that, and it's just pressing X to jump up it. Scan face is longer, gender swap at astrologer is a great character. That is true. What do you mean gender swap character? What do you mean Abe no Seimei is not a girl? Shh! Abe no Seimei is a female in my heart, okay? I should have gone on the other side of the rock for that. See, the reason that I'm doing it like this is I'm trying to get them stun locked. So you see, I'm like walking into his back, and he's got the other guys from the other side. So I am sort of stun locking him right now. I did that a little later, or a little bit too late. Because he only attacks from the front. So you maneuver yourself to stun lock. Sometimes it doesn't perfectly work, but it's fine. I think that might be the fastest I've ever done that fight. Anything is possible through the power of head cannons. I mean, that's fair, I guess. Now, even though you shouldn't have to do meditation during her phase at all, theoretically you shouldn't have to do meditation during Utsuki's phase at all. Yang phase with Sakuya gives you 1 free meditation, and meditation being the free heal ability you have. I am, at least during this playthrough, because I want to make sure I get from point A to point B, so I have continuous full game footage. I might do a little bit more meditation during the Yang phase, because oh, look at Tally! Oh, look at Tally! Tally, stop being so cute! Okay. There we go. That was for safety. Safety heal. Oh, I just went completely off kilter. Okay, fine. I didn't even realize there was a camera angle over there. Because I've never gone that way. Hello, Gaki. Leave me alone. Because of all the phases. My roommate's making steak. I can smell it all the way up here. The Yang phase is much more fiddly than the other phases. Part of it is because I've just played the Yin phase more, which is the current one. But the Yang phase is a lot more combat. And even though technically the and I usually don't walk through this area, but I can never remember if it's the Yang phase or the Yin phase that has the ghost here, so I just get paranoid. I can never remember exactly where some of the things are in the Yang phase, and the Yang phase is much more dangerous with the combat. That fits. Okay, you guys ready? We're almost there. We're almost to the second phase. Yang phase is where full game runs will die. I may be the first person, as far as I know, to do a full game run of this, of Kuon, because there's no category for it on speedrun.com. But Yang phase, I already know. Yang phase is where runs go to die. Or at least where you'd want to be more careful and actually take advantage of meditation to heal. Because you can screw yourself very easily. Oh no! Don't go through the center of the room, it's an instant kill spot. FYI. I don't think the Kuon phase has one, but the Yin phase and the Yang phase do each have an instant kill spot. That's the one in the Yin phase. The one in the Yang phase is much more rude. The one in the Yang phase is much more rude. Go get him if anyone can pull it off. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here is finicky. Because you have to get this guy to lunge forward like that. And you have to get him to do it quickly. Because if you do it too slowly, that can happen. He has a miasma attack, for lack of a better word. And just because I'm playing it safe here, I'm going to use that. Because there is another enemy back here and you do have to get around him. We're almost out. We're almost home free, but I don't want to risk it. We're gonna play this safe. We are going to play this safe. I'm actually having a really good time here. I say as I go around the table in the wrong direction because I'm silly. Playing this safe. But it's totally okay to play it safe, see? As nobody plays this category because I just made it up. Don't do it. Oh, it's fine. Right, the miasma attack. So that enemy there can do a miasma attack where he sort of just like farts out purple gas. Oh no. This is bad. 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 He's right for the right. That attack. Okay. That is the miasma attack. In certain areas, that attack can catch you off guard in such a way that it's pretty much an instant kill. Okay, we're home safe. Which sucks. Because I have had that attack catch me in a stun lock between the enemy and a wall, and it just repeatedly hits you for every second you're touching that miasma smoke coming out of that monster. So it pretty much takes you from full health to dead. If you get stun locked against a wall by it. What are you doing, Itsuki? No. Come on. Girl! I swear to God. You got places to be, lady. Okay. And straight to the young phase. Even if you heal, you don't have the chance to heal. If you can do it quickly enough, you might be able to get into the inventory, and if you have a healing item, you could use it. But it happens quick, Daniel. It can kill you quick. Now, I say it takes you from full health. It's not entirely true. It takes you from practically full health to dead. It doesn't... I don't think it's killed me from completely full health, mostly because you don't have a health bar, so it's hard to tell that, but... Hi, Fujiwara. I think. Don't know if that's actually Fujiwara or not. Also, in some areas of this game, you have to take a specific route. Because you saw how I went down went past the left side of that pillar by the stairs. If you go the right side in either the yin phase or the yang phase, it triggers a ghost. It triggers a vertigo event and a ghost. There are a few areas where you may see me go, quote unquote, the longer way around a pillar or something, by like a half second. Oh, no, I didn't mean to go in there. Oops. It's fine. This is fine. Just ignore this room you never usually see during a speedrun. That's what you get when you accidentally button press X too much. Hashtag don't button mash. Hello, creepy children that aren't actually children and are actually demon spawns of a mulberry tree. Game really doesn't like mulberries. I don't know if I've ever... Is a mulberry something you can eat? Yes. You can eat mulberries. Right? Because you can have mulberry wine? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Can you eat mulberries? Are mulberries edible? I don't know anything. Absolutely edible. Okay. I don't know if I've had mulberry. I might have had mulberry wine at one point. Okay, I'm gonna test something. He moved once. Oh, hey! He actually didn't hit me. I wonder... I almost always get hit by that guy, but this is twice in a row where I haven't gotten hit by him. And I wonder if the trick is to angle yourself further down to sort of bait him. Oh, I forgot to hit the save room cutscene on. Oops. They taste like blueberries, do they? Yeah, well, in this game, they taste like murder and death. Mulberries are full of horrors. Oh, mother trucker. There we go. Rude. Bam! Okay. You had them when you were a kid? I wonder what folklore-wise got this game to pick mulberry trees as the evil demon tree. Because they are specifically mulberry trees. Taking this for safety. The evil mulberry tree. Made of evils and demons and stuff. Boop 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 boop. Oh no, whatever will I does. I don't give a oh no, I'm caught! Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. I'm out! That's what I meant by you can get caught. If you don't come at those at the right angle, you can get caught by them. And you know what? Just because we are playing this safe, and I'm not taking chances. This is the full heal. I say full heal, you heal for as long as you're doing it. It's called meditate, but I normally call it just pray about it. Now, normally the only time, if you're going for world record in any of the categories really, you really only do that. I'm not actually remember if you actually have to pick that up, but I always have. The only time that you really do that is one time during the young phase when you have to wait for something. You might as well do it. But... okay, let's not mess up the puzzle this time. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. He hit his friend. So it said they're evil one day it happens. Well, no, they're actually evil though. They have creepy ghost children attached to them. They are objectively evil. Also, I do find it kind of hilarious that this game would, you know, the people who made this game then went on to make Dark Souls. Demon Souls. Creators of Kingsfield made this. Freaking Resident Evil meets Fatal Frame. Beep 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 beep. He's a munchin'. Reality, their sadism came after this one. You say that like this game is not rude. And also, I would argue that Soulsborne games like Bloodborne, Demon Souls, and Dark Souls are not as hard as people give them credit for. Just most people don't play them the right way. They're not meant to be played quickly. They're not meant to be played like a normal game. And also, in a way, neither is this one. They're meant to be played slowly and methodically. And you are meant to die in order to learn. So I wouldn't call Soulsborne games hard. I would call them usually played wrong. Now I did a trick there, sort of. Usually I pull it off, but I don't always pull it off. Now he will pretty much always grab you after that cutscene. It is pretty much guaranteed he will grab you in both the yin phase and the yang phase. However, when he grabs you, I don't know if button mashing actually helps get him off you, but I do it just out of habit. So as I'm button mashing, the second he throws them off, I will hold in the direction of the pliers, and most of the time, that causes you to slightly glitch into the enemy model. And in doing so, you're able to grab the pliers sort of through the enemy model. It's a fairly accurate description of them, that's fair. Torturous, but not difficult. That's what I would say. So yeah, you sort of glitch through the character model there a little bit in order to get that item without having to actually attack or kill the enemy to get to it, or try to juke around him. It's the fastest way to do it that I found. And it's a pretty easy trick to pull off. There are times where I don't, because I'm bad at games. But it is what it is. Patient to play a Soulsborne. I have not actually finished one myself. I watched them played a lot, and I absolutely adore lore channels for them. Hello. But I have not actually beaten one all the way through myself. The one that I've played the most is Bloodborne, because I adore Bloodborne. It's just, as a corollary to Soulsborne's games, you're meant to play them methodically, and you're meant to play them slowly. They are long. They are extremely long. And there's not, for somebody who loves lore and story, and there's a lot of lore and story in Soulsborne's game, don't get me wrong, but most of it's buried in item descriptions and stuff. There's not as many cutscenes to break up gameplay, which can make it annoying at times. 1, 2, 3. He's dead. Okay. So it takes 3 or 4 to kill him. I'm a sleepy sheepy. But I don't get to be sleepy because I get to go to the pumpkin patch tomorrow. Because it's spooky season and I need to get myself a pumpkin. I need to get myself a spooky pumpkin that I can carve an N7 into because I am trash. I am BioWare trash. You guys may not be able to see it, but I have an entire BioWare display. That is a... BioWare and Dragon Age is a game series I would like to speedrun at some point, just because of how ridiculous it is. Speedrunning Dragon Age in particular, especially Dragon Age Origins or Dragon Age Inquisition, is just redonkulous. Absolutely redonkulous. Oh, right, I actually have to open the door. So if you guys haven't... Oh, that's not the right one. If you guys haven't, I suggest... No, you don't understand, Daniel. Have you ever watched the speedrun? The world record speedrun, or the... I would suggest watching the GDQ runs, because GDQ is usually very much about, explaining what you're doing as you're playing it. So I very much suggest watching the GDQ speedruns of them, but... Here, Daniel, don't look it up. Do not look it up. I need you to promise me you're not going to look it up right now, okay? So, how long do you think it takes to beat Dragon Age Origins? I'll wait. "45 minutes if you're insane." Try 28. I think it's either 28 or 26 minutes. And that is start of the game to end credits. How long do you think it takes to beat Dragon Age Inquisition? A much larger game. Dresden says 15. What do you say, Daniel? 20 minutes? It's about 26. It's about the same amount of time. 26 to half an hour, I can't remember, to beat Dragon Age Inquisition. And this is the NE% category, so as fast as you possibly can. So knowing how long those games are, and for reference, my first playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition, my Let's Play, it took me about 80 hours to play the main game, and that's not even including DLC. So, 80 hours to about a half an hour. Whoops, that was wrong button. It's fine. So just think about that, right? So go watch them. Trust me, go watch them. Specifically the GDQ ones, because they sort of explain things as they're going. But yeah, it's nutso. Absolutely nutso. They destroy it. You're glitching out of bounds all the time. And it's great. This is what I mean by it's almost impossible to tell when the enemies actually have iframes or not. Can you die, please? There it goes. That wasn't that bad. Oh shit, Dresden, I'm sorry about that. That sucks. Well, I hope you can get it sorted out at least. It does kind of suck when a game that you're into and you like just sort of up and on you. I didn't want to look at those, okay? I need to go through the door! It doesn't give you a clue and they can be... yeah. And also I meant to go straight and I feel like curved to the side. Because this game is difficult to navigate sometimes. Yeah. The fights that are the real headaches for the problem with iframes are that the Lord Fujiwara fight in both scenarios and the Lady Fujiwara fight in the Yang phase. So this one. Those are the worst. You can cheese Lady Fujiwara, I think. See, I have the, hi Kureha. I have the Senka spell, the Senka attack, which is the sort of freezing ice one. That one's really, really good, but you need to be careful when you use it, because you definitely need it for the, big ape monster creature boss fight thing. Because that one is the real pain in the ass. But Lady Fujiwara also needs a couple. Because Lady Fujiwara can be an absolute wisdom tooth. Because of not being able to tell when Lady Fujiwara has iframes. Just, you know, things that are mildly annoying. Also, I forgot to pick up the spike. Don't forget the spike! This was a handy and nice as a trick, yes. The thing is that there is one other, because there's two, if I remember correctly, I only picked up this Senka spell twice, if I remember correctly. Once I already picked up, and that was the spawning of the ghost that I did just before getting the old disc, I think. And the other one was literally where I died during my last attempt at a full game run. Yeah, literally, I had just picked it up. Or, no, I died right before I picked it up. That's what it was. Almost to the point where I died. Great. It was wonderful. And I honestly don't know if button mashing when you are in a vertigo event, but I think it does. You have been baited! Oh, right. I always almost forget them. So these I'm grabbing for safety. I don't necessarily need these, but just in case I run out of spells later. This is what I need. And if I remember correctly, there are Kugutsa Ona cards up here. And I meant to grab them before... Oh, get off. The Lady Fujiwara diary? If I remember correctly, they're in this room. This is one of the ones where I'm a little hazy on remembering where it is. Ha, right. See, the reason I go out of my way to pick up those cards is for a boss strategy against Lady Fujiwara. And the boss strategy is, as it is with the annoying fights in this game, I'ma just ignore attacking and just summon things. Because the iframes make me want to gouge my eyes out. Okay, because this is where I died before. I'm not taking chances because I need this footage. Normally I would not meditate here, but it is worth it because I don't think I have any healing items. And we have this Joker. See? That's what gets me. There we go. That's what I needed. So you have to grab those Senka cards because it's the same trigger as in the Yin phase. So in the Yin phase, it is a dagger, a weapon that's there. In the Yang phase, it's those Senka weapon cards. Spell cards. Now you need them. You need those cards. It is non-negotiable. Because of needing to use them against Lady Fujiwara and later against the ape monster. Which, even though he doesn't happen at the end of the game, exactly... Oh, Jin, I forgot about you. Yeah, he's the headache, man. He is for sure Mr. Headache. Also, I feel like I did something wrong. If I remember correctly, you don't pick up the medicine jar in the young phase, but to be fair, I don't remember. Now, if that ghost is still there when I go up... Oh, whoops, I forgot it. I got messed up by my muscle memory. Doobie-doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, here, you pick up the fan. Or you just completely screw up. You can do that too, I guess. Picking up the fan, I believe, is the trigger you need for this Joker. Did you go straight? Oh no, an enemy. Turn around, because we don't want to get caught by this guy. We do not want to get caught by this guy. He is a pain in the ass. We want to get him over here and try and get around him. Or do that. It's close enough. Nope. Okay. Just because I'm paranoid, I don't want to mess this up. It costs, depending on how injured you are, it can cost anywhere from 5 to 15 seconds to do meditate. But it is usually worth it. Aha, he is here. Okay. Let's see if I can remember my strategy here. Bam! Oh my god, that went well. That went unbelievably well. Only cost me 1 Kugutsu Onna and 2... If somebody has watched my previous playthroughs of the Yang phase, you guys will know how much of a headache that fight can be. Before I figured out that strategy with the Kugutsu Onna cards and the Senka cards. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. Worth grabbing an extra healing item instead then? No. If you're doing it for safety, maybe. The thing is, there will be some healing items coming up that I will grab. It gives you about 3. Also, this here. This you can grab for safety as well. Yes, it is a Hibari card, which isn't really useful, but once you are past the ape monster that comes up in the area that I'm going to right now, actually, once you're past the ape monster, as long as you don't royally screw up some specific parts, you're fine. It's really just a couple specific parts that are coming up that can get you. And you don't want it to get you. You definitely do not want it to get you. Do I have a health item? See, the reason why it can sometimes be worth it to meditate over using a health item is, one, if you don't have any health items, because sometimes it can cost more time to go out of your way to pick up an extra. There are some that I could have picked up, for instance, when you are getting the metal spike by Ayako, the lavender kimonoed girl that ran away from you. When you actually use the bell to get into that room and you grab the spike, there is actually a healing dust right next to the spike. Just up the, get off of me. Just up from there. And if you really want to go for safety, especially when you're learning, definitely grab it. But I generally don't, because I generally don't need it. Especially now that I'm having an easier time with Lady Fujiwara, since I figured out a strategy that I like for her. Weird. That's the reason why I used the healing dust there, is because I couldn't remember where this guy was, and I didn't want to get destroyed. But I've been, you know, going for an hour, and I need this footage for GDQ submissions. Hi. But no. This part coming up, this is the headache. If I can get through here, we're fine. If I remember correctly. Oh, right, that's the thing. Yeah. The upside is that the game does give you access to healing items right before the bad times. And it does give you a free time to, pretty much a free meditate heal right before the fight. See? That's healing. Hey guys, it's Kareha. You know, the evil demon sister. This is fine. Spoiler alert, it was not fine. Menu can be slightly faster than meditating, but then again, it depends. Sometimes you just need to meditate for a couple seconds in order to get rid of wibble wobble vision. Now, since I have played this game enough, and also here's another a healing item that you can get for safety, because it's literally right there. There's no reason not to pick it up if you, especially because of the fight coming up. Now, you can do the fight without any healing items. I have done it before. These healing items that you see picking up, you can do it without them. The thing is, the forest that I am in right now is the worst. For a few specific reasons you will see in a moment here. So you go around this corner and... Oh no! Enemies! Okay, she usually doesn't grab me. That's rude. Yeah, she usually hits me. She doesn't even grab me. Now you see I've got the wibble wobbles right now, right? Usually when you go around this corner, it goes away. Because there is two versions of the wibble wobble vision. There is wibble wobble vision caused by being near death, at which point one hit, you're dead. Then there is wibble wobble vision caused by vertigo events. The things that make the sharp noise. Now, wibble wobble vision from vertigo events is annoying, so if you're having a hard time with it or it's making you go cross-eyed, then go ahead and, you know, just spend a couple seconds while you're learning to learning the speedrun route to heal. These are two versions of everything. It absolutely does. Oh no, an anemone. Did I need that? No. So this is what I mean, right here. This is your free heal. Why is this a free heal? Because you have to wait for that guy to leave. See? You have to wait for him to leave because if you try to go in there... Hold on, I think that was a robot. There we go. Because if you enter this room, while he is in there, it is an instant death. You will die. You cannot do anything about it. You will get grabbed and crushed. That is the instant kill of this one. Rude. Focusing right now because this guy hits like a freaking truck. Usually he would be dead by now, but he's not, which is worrying. Which is the reason why I have the rest of the Kugetsu on knock cards, because you can use that as backup. Oh no, he's dead. Never mind. Also, I forgot to hit the one for the mallet. Oops. So I in fact did it right. I'm just silly. So I didn't need to summon the Kugetsu Onna. I didn't need to summon that. I didn't need to equip the thing. Emergency zombie friend. That is exactly what the Kugutsu card is. It's the emergency zombie friend. So you should be able to get through that fight with just, and you saw when I picked up the mallet in the place that had the instant kill, I also picked up those 4 Karyu cards. Those 4 Karyu cards and the rest of your Senka should be enough to kill him. Now the problem is, he hits like a truck. If I remember correctly, 2 hits and, also hi Kureha, 2 hits and you're dead. Wait, I went the wrong way. What am I doing? He hits you twice and you're dead. It might be 3 times, but I'm pretty sure it's twice. Because you saw he hit me once and I was at full health. He hit me once and I already, like, the symbol of her having her arm like this across her chest is the symbol of either half health. I think it's half health. And I think if he hits you when you're in that form, you die. I can't remember. Hi, Gaki. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's the downside of... Oh, leave me alone. That's the downside of going up the stairs, because you go so slowly up the stairs, and unlike Fatal Frame, there's no stair skipping, as far as I know. Oh, right, there's one of the... Oh, no. I shouldn't have used that many of the Senka cards, because I forgot there is something that I need them for. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna use a backup strat. Oh. Never mind. I'll just meditate. Now I'm just being careful because this Yang phase is more difficult. Normally I would not meditate nearly this much, but I just want to make sure I get through this and be the first person to ever play all 3 at once as a full game speedrun, as far as I know. Hello. Just pray about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'm going the right way. Okay. Grabbing these for safety. Because there is one other fight here. Oh, wrong way. Right, go through the hole, that's what it was. Because there is one other fight, it's just not usually as much of a headache. Hi, Dokai, I think? Yep, just prayed about it. Yep, just pray about it, it's fine. Kureha just killed my brother, it's fine. And threw Kureha, or threw Utsuki off a cliff. Because she rude. Hi, how you doing? Leave me alone! The Gaki in the Yang phase with Sakuya looks different than the ones in Utsuki's. I'm not sure if their stats in terms of like damage and stuff they can do is actually different, but they look more bloodstained. Does that make sense? Can I? No, I can't. Okay. Didn't think so. I couldn't remember if I could go in there or not. The answer is no. Backup strat. Actually, yeah, I don't trust it. think about it. Yeah. Usually you can't do that fight faster. I just messed up and I used too many of the Senka cards against the big boss man. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay. Now we are home free. Sort of. Now I say that, but if I remember correctly, that's the last real combat we have to do. Now there's definitely gonna be some, you know, difficult parts coming up, but how can you not? I got things to do. Oh, fudge nugget. Don't you dare. Don't you dare! Okay. Okay. Normally I wouldn't use an elixir there because if I remember correctly, an elixir is a full heal. Okay. So, Kureha, Utsuki's sister, murdered my brother, murdered this character's brother, and is currently doing things with the body in this chest. Yeah. 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 Rude. Got it. Can we run? See, this is an example of the game taking away my ability to run for no reason. Ew. It's fine. See, that's all you need. You don't actually have to fight the amalgamation of horror there. You don't actually have to. We are almost done. Also. And we have to grab the truth mirror. Which is coming up, to be fair. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to the screen, okay? Pay attention to this screen right here. You saw that there was nothing there, right? There was nothing there. Nothing there. Oh shit! Hi, Kureha. Are you done eating my brother? Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that in the future. I'm sure it's fine. There she is! Hi, Kureha! I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure she's fine, you guys. Japan, why you this way? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Kureha's gonna be fine. Utsuki's gonna be fine, even though her sister threw her off a cliff. I'm sure even the brother will be fine. Whoops. See, that's what I meant by making sure that you go around pillars in a specific way. Because I accidentally went too far to one side, and that's why that ghost got summoned. I accidentally went into the trigger field for it. Now here, we are not allowed to run. Under no circumstance am I allowed to run here, specifically in the young phase. The reason is, if you run here, you will die. Because there is a vertigo vent here that spawns like 10 ghosts. So if you run in this room, now not always, oh, I didn't mean to actually pick that up, oops. If you run there, and trigger that vertigo event, it is almost impossible to actually get through there without dying. It is very difficult. I have done it when I accidentally triggered it before, but on. Of course it's the last one I picked up! Usually it's not. Usually it's the first one I can get not have to pick up the other two. But since they're all in the same area, sometimes you accidentally trigger one of them instead of the other. Only loses you a few seconds though, so it's fine. And from here, you're pretty much going the same way as you did as Utski, at the end of Utski. So we are almost out. Now there will be one other section where we do come across Kureha, but it's fine. Also, this has the same instant kill, so do not go around the center of the room. If you go into the center of the room where that item is, you will die. Because while the wibbly wobbly wallness is going on, it is murder town. What happens? It will suck you into the ground and kill you. So yeah. Most powerful tiny mallet in the land. Yeah. Most powerful. Also, I find it kind of funny that Sakuya is not even wearing shoes. Shoes? Who needs them? So I have to trigger this guy to do that. I have to get him to lunge like that so you can get past him. That guy can be a jerk. If he takes, it's a little bit RNG because if he takes too long, blah 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 blah. Okay, game. Almost there. Hold on to your butts. As long as we can get through the young phase, we're home free because there is no way I'm dying in the Kuon phase. It's not happening. I'm not dying in. Granted, now that I say that, watch me somehow die in the Kuon phase, even though it gives you so many spells and so many healing items. Lack of shoes adds to the horror. Does it, though? That's good. Good enemy placement. So I don't get caught on the door. Okay, here we go. So that's the last you'll see of Kureha. For the second you run down here, or get stuck on there, I guess. Herp to derp. Oh, I forgot he was there! Oh no! This is fine. Ba-bam. Done. Dunzo. My lights just flickered. That's scary. So much tetanus when she leaves. Don't worry about it. It's fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. Okay. Now we are back to playing as Abe no Seimei. Abe no Seimei, female form. Because Abe no Seimei is an actual historical figure, but in actual history, if I remember correctly, was a man. But in this game is not a man. So at this point, since we're skipping all the cutscene, at this point, Utsuki has started to fall to the mulberry disease that when her sister threw her off a cliff and killed her. Her father started forcing Utsuki to merge with different creatures. I'm going the right way, yeah. Merge with different creatures in order to become a mulberry tree. It's weird. The lore in this game is bizarre. Balls. balls. Now, because of that, Utsuki has started to degenerate and go nuts. Sakuya came across her and nearly got murdered by Utsuki in sort of possessed form. But Utsuki managed to not do it, and they ran away. Or Sakuya ran away. Somehow Sakuya got wrecked! Because literally, it goes from the end of Sakuya's playthrough in the Yang phase, her being fine, pretty much. Oh, get off. To her being completely covered in blood and absolutely wrecked during the Kuon phase. It doesn't show you how that happens, but I guess the assumption is that Kureha caught up to her. But I don't recall us actually being shown what happened to Kureha. Oh, get off of me, you fudge nugget. Hello, Nameless, how are you? And cutscene. And now as Abe no Seimei, who is the contemporary, sort of Utsuki's father, but is way better than him at everything, and Utsuki's father is super jelly of Abe no Seimei, has come to the shrine and is like, okay, I guess I should probably clean up everybody's mess. And so the point of the Kuon phase is to run around as Abe no Seimei, collect the spikes, and clean up everybody's mess. Which is the reason why it's so short, comparatively. I'm gonna be really salty if I get a really short Kuon phase, because the Kuon phase is almost entirely RNG based off of the boss fight at the end. The boss fight at the end is extremely RNG because the enemy has the boss has a shielding attack, which is very rude because he uses it all. He can either use it not that much or a lot, and as near as I can tell, there isn't really a consistent strategy for being able to do it. It either will take you 10 minutes or it will take you 7. No, that's not it. The boss fight will either take you 2 minutes or it will take you 5 to 7 because it's rude. Some of them separately and combined at once. The reason that I have to record them all together like this is I want to submit this game to GDQ. It's a long shot, but I'm going to do it. The thing is, there is no actual category for what I'm calling full game, so playing all 3 phases one after the other. There's only categories for Yin phase, Yang phase, and Kuon phase. There is no category for playing them all together. And because there is no category for playing them all together, I've never really done it before, but I want to submit it as a category because it makes sense to have a category where you play the whole game. Or in what, in my opinion, is quote-unquote the whole game. And because GDQ rules allow you to submit up to 4 categories and the game only has 3, so I sort of made up a 4th one. Okay, we're almost done. Hold on to your butts. And this is the moment, lovely chat, that you should give me what you think my times will be. What do you think my time's gonna be, chat? What do you think my time's gonna be? How badly do you think am I going to get screwed over by the final fight? Butts held. Hold them butts. Get prepared. For as far as I know, the first speedrun of the full game of Kuon. Dun 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 dun. what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna quit that, and then just because, I'm gonna do that. Now, the strategy that I know of is to sort of like, go into this corner and hit that. Wait a little bit, hit it again. So the thing is, you're trying to time the attacks so the fire spells will actually have a chance to hit without him pulling up his guard. And you hear that sort of zing sound? That is him using the shield. The shield negates all damage from all directions. That right there. That is the reason why this game is so RNG. That right there is the reason why, well, not this game, sorry. This phase. That's the reason why this phase can either be 6.5 minutes or 12. This attack right here. And we did not get good RNG on this, by the way. Because you are theoretically able to kill him. Focusing, sorry. Don't want to lose here. Shnikes. So theoretically you're able to kill him before you have to switch spells, but as you see I do have to switch spells, which means we are not getting the RNG on this fight. This is what I mean. And the thing is, it is entirely a, well, now I'm really focusing because I'm about out of spells. Which is bad. I got him. Okay. Which means as soon as I go up these steps, and time. Hang on. Can you block? Yes, it blocks the Naginata, Daniel. Every single attack. Every single attack. From all directions. You can't even go behind him to do it. Now, one thing I want to try to do, because I think there is a place you can save just before the fight. I think? I can't remember if there is actually like a real save, but also let's just, yeah, creepiness. Because the funniest thing about this game, okay? The funniest thing about this game. You know how in the Soulsborne games, you know how in the Soulsborne games, in the earlier ones, in Dark Souls, Demon Souls, and Bloodborne, the characters, yeah, close save to test strats, the characters never move their mouths when they speak, but it's okay, because you're never really zoomed in on a character's face, right? They don't move their mouths in this game when they speak. They don't move their mouths. This is the only cutscene, as far as I know, in the entire game where they actually animated the mouths. Is this ending? Every other cutscene in the game, they are speaking, it zooms in on their face, it gives them, you know, glamour shots to show who's speaking, but their mouths don't move. Just like they don't move in Dark Souls, Demon Souls, and Bloodborne, for the most part. It's just, like, you can watch the intro cutscene, and their mouths aren't moving, even though they're speaking. And it's a whole cutscene with camera angles and close-ups and everything, but their mouths still aren't moving. Except for this ending cutscene, for some reason. Okay. And it's not even, I don't think it's even the ending cutscene in the other ones, it's only the one at the end of the Kuon phase. Anyway, that is a full game speedrun of Kuon, even though full game is not a category on speedrun.com.